Prince, back this time for the Divine Masculine reading. I do read for the collective, so that means some bits may resonate, all of it may resonate, or none of it may resonate. And if none of it resonates, that just means this reading's not for you at this time. I also read with intuition, so I read what I pick up and feel within the cards. For anyone that's wondering, I'm using the Gay Tarot. For anyone that likes the way I get the message across or the way I read, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. For anyone that ever wants to send me any new decks to keep my readings new and fresh, I will have a wish list linked below. And if anyone wants a question answered, feel free to put it in the comments. I will have a look, see what I can get for that question, and upload what I get. With that said, let's find out what's going on with Divine Masculine. Okay. So, I'm feeling this is more towards the Divine Masculines who are coming to the end of their journey and are going to come into union. The ones that are going to come into union, I'm picking up this one for. So I feel like they have been doing a lot of questioning in terms of who they are as a person. I feel like they've been very lost. They've been very unsure of what they want. They fuck up so much because they think there's always something more that they want. There's always something else that they're going to hold out for. But they've come to realise that along the way they've had so many opportunities and they just threw them away, and they're starting to really pick at themselves. I feel like they're having to sit on their own fence of themselves and the relationship they have with themselves. I feel like they're now on their way of learning self-love for themselves. I feel like they're wanting, in their head, they're constantly wanting to go back to something familiar for them. And for some of them, I feel like there's going to be that kind of eureka moment that's going to kind of propel them forward to kind of start rebuilding again. I feel like the situation they're in now is coming to an end, and they're going to reach out. I don't know who. They're going to either reach out to friends and family, but they're doing a lot of soul searching within themselves, and I think at that point they're going to start to try and contact, I feel like they're going to contact the Divine Feminine, but I also feel like they're going to contact other relationships. I feel like they've got men, like bridges to mend, and like They have to amend what they've done. I feel like they are coming to a point where they've realised they have fucked up that much, that they've hurt a lot of people along the way, and I feel like they want to apologise to those people. I feel with the ending, there's a lot of ending coming for majority of divine masculines, not just the ones nearer the end of their journey, but the ones that are at the beginning, the ones that are still with their karmics, the ones that are still very, very lost and still going along their journey. Whatever situation in there now is coming to an end, but this that I'm getting with the ones that are coming to union, their situation is coming to an end as well. But like I've spoken in the past, how I see it is that you don't have to be in union on the physical plane. A lot of people think that to be in union you have to get back with your divine on this earth plane, but I don't see it like that, because your souls as a higher self, and here this is just a shell, your body. When you die, your spirits move on, so you can be in union with your higher self and not need to come into union here. Mainly this journey is about self-love, and then learning to self-love and help spread love for others. But everyone has this whole fantasy that union is perfect and it's magnificent, and there's going to be no, fuck off. No, it's not. That's not reality. It's not a fantasy. We're not in a movie. Like I always say, any relationship is not a job, but it's work. It's not a sprint. It's a whole fucking marathon. Like, you gotta walk that shit. And that's the thing. Like, even for those that do decide to get back, if they decide to get back with their divine, the divine feminines that decide to get back with the divine masculine, if they do, there's still going to be work. There's still stuff you've got to figure out. There's got to be boundaries set, because when you both love yourself, you then have to be, you'll be able to, and you have to set those boundaries. So things that went wrong, if they do come again and come round again, you'll be better prepared to fix it, because you'll know what you're worth, what they're worth, and you'll be able to communicate a lot better. But like I always say though, is never take, like, you can take my advice, but never take it like fully for gospel, because you need to also listen to yourself and what you're saying, because no two journeys are the same. So that's why we always say it, if it resonates, because what I'm picking up may not fully be how you're feeling. If that's not how you're feeling, or how you feel that that's towards your divine masculine in this reading, that's fine. It probably isn't. If you're feeling like that, it's because you're connected, and because you're a soul that's split in two, you can kind of feel it. So if you don't feel this is resonating towards your divine masculine, that's fine. But yeah, there is some, I feel like they're going to do some investing, either into business, into their job, or they're going to be investing into their home life, into mortgage on a house, or a holiday, something within their life they're going to put money into to get money back from. And I feel like they're going to start to feel heard within themselves, because I feel like they've still got a lot of karma coming their way, but they've also been dealing with quite a lot of karma. They're nowhere near over the mountain, but I feel like even though they've got shit still coming their way from what they've done, they're still managing to build themselves again and progress a lot better than they were before, and kind of see things a lot more clearly. I feel like some of that weight they've had on their shoulders that they've not known how to deal with, like not knowing why they keep fucking up, or not knowing why shit goes wrong for them, or why the people that they love they keep hurting. I feel like a lot of that is starting, and I say that very heavily, starting to make a lot of key sense to them, and they're starting to see things a lot clearly. I feel like they've had to be shut off from the divine feminine, because a lot of the divine feminines have cut their divine masculine off at this stage, and I feel like with that being separated completely, like no even not even texting, like completely shut off, has given them the kind of peace and kind of the necessary time to really think things clearly and kind of start from the ground up. And I feel like for them this is a risk, because they're now seeing things a lot more clearly. They're now having to like deal with it face head on, and I feel like that's scary for them, but it's also a risk that they're willing to take. I feel like if it's going to make things seem a lot more clearer and come into reality and make them progress, and hopefully because I'm feeling within this, what I'm feeling is a lot of the DMs kind of want to they want to repair and rebuild, and a lot of them want that relationship back with the divine feminine, because the relationship that they had with the divine feminine is unlike any other to them. I'm feeling what I'm picking up on, and they want to kind of restart it, or trying to mend it, or have some sort of relationship, because they'd rather have them some way than no way. But I feel like tapping into the divine feminine energy, I can feel that quite a lot of the divine masculines are going to be kind of hit a brick wall, because they're not going to be met with like a sincere welcome back as they think they're going to be. A lot of the divine feminines are so fed up and so tired and love themselves enough at this stage that they don't really care. They don't carry you away. They're happy with themselves, and that's enough. I feel like an idea is going to present itself, and I feel like there is going to come a point where something's going to present itself where the divine masculine needs help. I feel like they are actually, I think the investing that I was talking about, because it's getting something and they're getting something back in return. I don't think that was money. They are putting money in, but I think it might be like therapy, or it's going to be some sort of counselling or talk therapy. It's going to be something for them to kind of get back. And I think it's going to help it's really going to help them propel forward and kind of really have a better future, in a sense. It may not be the future that they were completely dreaming of at the moment, but it's going to help propel them to a better position than they've been in the past. So I want to get some guidance and advice for them just moving forward. Right. So as I was talking about, they're going to be putting some, they're going to be investing money into help keep order of things. By doing that, that's going to help them rebuild things within their life, not just mentally but physically. But also feel it's going to help them to realise that with them so scared of disappointing people close to them, all they've done is really disappoint themselves. And I feel like they're gonna start to learn what's healthy, what's not healthy, their toxic behaviour, how to fix it. They're gonna start to be able to think more clearly and come up with ways where they can walk away from what they've done and be content, because you can't change. It's not about changing the past, because it's all a learning curve of how to be a better person. And I just think, as long as it's only a mistake if you learn from it. If you keep doing it, then it's a hobby, and they're gonna be able to find ways to be able to kind of forgive themselves, and see it clearly that what happened is what happened, and how to kind of push past that and not keep hating themselves, because it's going to get nowhere hating yourselves. Because yes, we're all human. Yes, everybody makes mistakes, and yes, they've hurt a lot of people along the way, but with comes with self-love, then you get into the territory of unconditional love, and with unconditional love there's forgiveness. It doesn't matter how big or how small. If you fully love everybody unconditionally, you would be able to forgive. It doesn't mean you have to have them in their life, but for you to forgive them will help you relieve yourself of that and start to love yourself more, because that's the thing, as long as we have ourselves, that's enough. That's all you need. You can want other people in your life, you don't need anybody else. So forgiving them, you don't need them, so forgiving them is going to do nothing. All it's going to do is show that you love yourself enough, but it also says that you're able to love other people. Loving everyone equally doesn't mean you have to love them the same, because you can have someone in your life and you love having them in your life, but you can have someone that you love that you don't want in your life because of the toxic they bring, but you can still love them for who they are as a person. So the love's equal, it's just not in your life. So that's what I'm getting. Thanks for watching.